We've been seeing so many social media posts about the befores and afters. People are looking amazing after using peptides. What are they first and foremost?
Okay, so the peptides is number one, the building blocks
Mm,
that actually, make us who we are, but specifically, keep us at a very optimal state in terms of health. So let's talk
okay.
about the big thing now, aging. We don't want to age faster. So we refer back to the skin. So if we look at skin cells, some of the human skin cells, and I do apologize for the big words, keratinocytes and fibroblasts are typically names of skin cells. If we physically open up one of these skin cells, we will see also all sorts of things inside these skin cells, but amongst others, what we call amino acids. And if we
Mm,
combine all of these amino acids together, then we get something called peptides. Now,
sure.
these peptides are the architectural building blocks that keeps our skin cells and our cells in general healthy and alive. Now, why this is so crucially important? Because there's something called cell division. Now, if we look at specifically our skin cells typically divide from 2 cells to 4 cells, and from 4 cells to 8, and then 8 to 16, etc. So this is very, very critical now, because if a cell divides from one cell to another, we need the master information to make sure that the next cell is just as potent as an other cell. And this is why people age so fast, because the next cell that divides does not necessarily have that good communication skills, that good architectural building blocks to be optimal and healthy and alive. And this is why peptides is so healthy, because now you can literally go and get peptides, make peptides in a lab and inject it into the skin, apply it topically with a cream or a lotion or a serum, and even take it in orally. And this is why it became so popular, because people started seeing enormous results in terms of their skin elasticity, skin densification, and overall youth.
And I feel like it's also important to kind of come back to the skincare part of it, because as much as we are losing weight and we want to lose weight, I think for us more than anything is that we want our whole body to feel good. So in terms of lifestyle now, how do you support your peptides? Because I don't think that anything can exist without the other, right? So how do we support it with our lifestyle decisions?
Well, I think this is actually what made peptides more popular. It's when people started using some of these peptides, the glucagon-like peptides,
Mm,
and I have to use trade names. I do apologize. The Ozempics, the Saxendas, the Monjaras, all these things that
mm,
sound so popular on the in social media, is when people started injecting some of these peptides for weight loss purposes.
sure.
But it's exactly what you say. It cannot just be used in isolation. You need to combine it with healthy lifestyle, a better exposure to foodstuffs, vitamins and minerals, and also some moderate exercises, because at the end of the day you would like to reach a point what we call equilibrium and
Mm,
homeostasis. We shouldn't just rely on one thing only. We should try to strive for a balance, because people live longer. There's that ad that says you're going to live to the age of 200, and I mean, what if it's you and me? And so we need to bring in things that's going to help us retain our youth,
sure.
but at the end of the day also make sure that we are healthy and we age in a healthy way and fashion.
Dr. Judy, you're mentioning amino acids, peptides, homeostasis. I feel like I'm in a biology class all over again. Let's chat about these peptides and whether they're FDA approved. We had a conversation a couple of months ago, and we realized that not everything that's on the market is FDA approved and therefore safe for consumption and use. How do we tell which peptides are legit and which are not?
This is I think this the stance where I come from. Before you purchase any products or before you go to any medical practitioner, make sure that they are registered with the Health Products Regulatory Authority,
Mm,
or the health councils, and make sure that the products that they use are registered with SAHPRA, the South African Health Products Regulatory Authority,
sure.
because there are black market products on the market. And we should be careful, because ultimately, and this also made, the news where people injected themselves and they started to get, pancreatitis, blindness, inflammation. So definitely check.
Do you think it's slightly excessive though, like the way people and kind of like the lengths people are going to, get, I guess, skinny or lose all the weight? Should we also, how do we kind of promote your sense of comfort in your body as well and in your skin?
You know what I always tell people, if you're healthy, you have so many dreams, but if you're sick and you're not mobile anymore and you have some form of health concern, then you only have one dream, and that's to be healthy again.
Sure.
So always be cautious, because especially when it comes to weight loss and even aging, sometimes we are desperate. There's a birthday, or there's a wedding, or there's a something that's coming up, and I really need to lose a few kilos. And I don't like it when a medical doctor or dietitian tells me, listen, man, if you start with a diet now, it's going to take 6 months to a year. I would like to lose the weight now. So I'm looking for faster solutions. But unfortunately, the faster solutions are harmful, and this has been shown, it's been proven over and over again. We don't want to struggle with things like, and this is what I've seen so much with some of these glucagon peptides. Can you imagine you lose weight? But there's another thing that people say, you don't only lose weight, you lose your sight, you lose short-term memory, you lose you drop, you become more hypertensive. There's some other side effects that we don't even know about, and it's really not. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. It's try to do it right.
Dr. Judey Pretorius from Biomedical Emporium Skincare, chatting to us about peptides this afternoon. Thank you so much for chatting to us on The Upside. We will catch you soon, Dr. Pretorius. Let's get into some sports right now. Zycon has got the updates.
Sports.